Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a quick one. It's something different, nothing to do with hair care or skincare or a vlog, but I thought I'll come on here and share 5 tips on how to manage stress. I think these are things we all know. Stress is one of those things you're always aware how to deal with it, but sometimes you need a bit of reminding or a bit of a push to just remind you that stress is very much present in your life and you need to manage your stress levels. It's just one of those things when people tell you, try not to stress, or if you can, don't stress. It's like almost impossible. It's just always there, staring you in the eye, hunting you down. So today I'm going to give you 5 quick tips on how to manage stress. If you know this already, then take this as a reminder. If you don't know, then maybe try something in this video to help you calm down, relax, and yeah, just enjoy life. I may be looking in this direction a lot because I took a few pointers to guide me so I'm not waffling for so long. Anyway, before I get into this video, can you believe England is going to the final in the football? Can you believe it? I'm not a football fan, but I'm pretty excited, and I think that's something that's really good for stress for the football lovers. Sunday's coming up and fingers crossed, let's hope it's really coming home this time. Okay, so I'm gonna dive straight into the tips. The first tip that I have is managing your social media time. So I think sometimes we don't realize how much a toll social media can be on our mental health, on our stress levels, how much anxiety it can actually cause. There's so many studies out there pointing out how social media can affect your mental health, can affect anxiety levels. So be mindful of the time that you spend on social media. If you can and you find yourself spending too much time on social media, try and set timers in the apps. I know in Instagram you can set a timer that will remind you, say after an hour, that you've been on Instagram for an hour, so it's time to put Instagram away and go do something else, because too much of everything is a bad thing. So try and manage the time that you spend on social media. And I think sometimes as well, especially in our generation, I don't know how old everyone watching me is, but in my generation anyway, I find there's a lot of pressure that comes from social media, especially Instagram, where you see people doing all sorts, achieving all sorts, and you're like, hang on, am I doing something wrong here? Am I doing something, is there something that I'm not doing quite right? But this life, you're in your own race, you're your own competitor. And I think sometimes it can sort of trigger that sort of pressure, that sort of comparing yourself to people and things like that. So definitely manage your social media time, and it can really help. Also, if you're spending hours and hours on your phone or on your computer, try and get blue light glasses, something that will block the blue light that comes from the screen. I've recently, well, not that recent actually, I've been incorporating blue light glasses into like my routine on social media when I'm on my laptop for a while, and I find it makes a difference. It actually even makes a difference in how well you sleep. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. If you want to know more, read on the whole blue light thing. You can get glasses on Amazon for as cheap as £5. So if you're someone that just has to spend a long time on computers, on the phone, it's worth looking into blue light glasses. So the second tip that I have for you in terms of managing stress, I think this is something that we all sort of know as well. It's a well-known thing. It's connecting with other people, meet up with people, hang out with people. But what I find is sometimes when I feel very stressed out, when I feel very much overwhelmed, it's very easy to kind of just shrink and hide away and like, oh, I don't want to see nobody. but it's worth reminding ourselves that we need people, we need that human connection. So just kind of push yourself to connect with other people, and this can help you manage your stress. The next thing that I have on my list here is exercising and good nutrition. I think this is a well-known fact. Exercising releases endorphins, which is like happy hormones, makes you happy, makes you feel good. So even when you're having the worst and worst of days and you feel super stressed, everything is overwhelming, maybe your job is too much, maybe just a lot is going on and you just feel a bit stressed, exercising is always a good thing to tend to. And I don't know, this is for me anyway, and a lot of people say this as well. Once you push yourself through that mental block, because like I said, when sometimes you're stressed, you just want to hide away and tuck yourself away and go somewhere, you know, just hide away, go into oblivion somewhere. But if you're able to push yourself to do a bit of exercising, even if it's like Zumba, exercising doesn't always have to be something so difficult where your muscles are burning. It can be something as simple as Zumba. Put music on, dance to it, whatever music that you like, and that can actually boost your endorphins and make you feel good, and it can help you manage stress. Nutrition is also very important. The food that you eat is very good for you. Vitamins, and in terms of nutrition as well, keeping your vitamins in check. I think a lot of people sometimes downplay how being deficient of a certain vitamin can really affect you, can affect your stress levels, can affect your mental health in general. And I think the top one is vitamin D. If you live somewhere like in the UK, we don't get a lot of sunlight, so most likely you're lacking vitamin D. So remembering to take things like vitamin D, or just get regular checkups of all like your vitamin levels, is very important, because you would be surprised how a vitamin deficiency can make your life a literal living hell, and how low you can feel, how bad your mood can be, how stressed out you can feel, how overwhelmed you can feel, all tied to something as simple as vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron, so many, even hormones for women, hormones, men as well, for men as well, hormones can really affect them. So good nutrition is very important. Taking vitamins that you don't often, you know, get from your diet is very important, and just getting a checkup. Use this video as a reminder to request like a full checkup of vitamins and like hormones if you feel like you need to, because it's definitely changed my life a lot more. It definitely made my life so much better, because at the beginning of this summer I was lacking vitamin D, and oh boy, I wasn't feeling too good. Now I've gotten it all balanced out and I feel so much better within myself, and I can feel like a huge difference on my stress levels. So it's very important to keep that in mind. Obviously eat the fruits, eat the vegetables, eat well, but also make sure you're taking a bit extra to support your body. Now let's move on to the next step. The next thing that I have on my list is, okay, so this one might seem a little bit long. I put it all into one thing, and it's journaling. So writing in your journal. So what I do that I find a lot of people say this helps them as well is keeping a gratitude journal. And when you're having the worst days, the worst of worst days, or when things seem like, oh, so overwhelming, it's very important to take a step back and see what you're grateful for. And sometimes you might just feel so crappy that you feel like, whoa, I don't feel like I'm grateful for anything today. But when you take a step back, there's actually so much to be grateful for. So I'd say, yeah, journaling is a very good way. It's a very good way to manage your stress. Within that as well, I put meditation. If you're religious, if you're a Christian, you can pray, you can do your devotional. This can really help you. For me, this really helps me. Whatever it is, or you can, you know, do Mindfulness, I do this too, just doing mindfulness activities. There's a Spotify link that I'm probably gonna put in the description box, and it's called Yoga Nidra. My piano teacher recommended this to me because I was having trouble sleeping, and it's really good for like calming your thoughts, and it helps you just focus. I think sometimes when people hear meditation, they're like, oh, is it something weird? Or no, there's nothing dodgy about meditation. What meditation does, it helps you focus your mind. So if you have racing thoughts, if you're anxious, or you're just thinking too much about something, meditation is a way to kind of ground yourself and bring you back to feeling present, if that makes sense. I don't know if I have described that very well, but that's what it's all about. So that's something that's worth trying, that can really help manage stress. And I put read in here. It depends on what you read. If you're someone that likes to get lost in a storybook, things like that, it can be really nice for managing stress. I find poetry really calms me down and helps me a lot, just to feel grounded and feel, I don't know what it is, but it really helps a lot. So yeah, try that. Try reading. It can really help you manage stress. I put these 3 things all in one because I feel like that's something I do as a routine. I'll read, I'll journal, I'll meditate, I'll pray, I'll go to bed, I'll wake up, you know. I put it in as one because I do it as a routine. You don't obviously have to do this as a routine. These are things that you can just try out to see if it helps you. The last thing is self-care. Of course, I'm gonna throw in self-care. This channel, everything here, hair care, skincare, is all part of self-care. It all ties in together under the same umbrella, and it makes sense. It makes sense. For me, self-care is very important, and it's something that really helps me manage stress. It really boosts my energy. It just gives me a really good boost. So things like doing your nails, doing your makeup, doing your eyebrows. I'm such a girly girl, so these are some of the things I would say. But yeah, things like that can really make you feel good, can really help you manage stress. Something as simple as just sleeping, take a good nap, can help you manage stress, because sometimes you're just sleep deprived. Things like taking a bath, running a bath on a Sunday, that's really my thing. I think I have a bath, not as regular as I used to, but before I'd have a bath every Sunday. So yeah, things like that, little things that make you feel good. If you like makeup, maybe glam up a bit, throw on a nice dress, do a face mask, some cosmetics, put on a nice fancy face cream, use a nice perfume. Sometimes it's really the little things that boost you up and make you feel good. So yeah, do something that you love in that sense. If you're a guy, maybe go to the barbers. I don't know, get your feet massaged, go for a massage. I don't know what boys do. What do boys do? Get your beard trimmed. Yeah, play football, whatever it is that you like to do. Just little things that can help you manage stress. And yeah, that's my 5 tips for managing stress. I know these are very mundane things, these are everyday things, but the thing with stress is sometimes when you're really in the heat or when you're feeling really overwhelmed, it's even hard to think or put your finger on what to start to help, things like that. So this video could be a really good reminder for some of us. And if there's something I've mentioned that you didn't know, hopefully you've learned something from it as well. That's it, we've come to the end of the video. I'll be coming back next week with maybe a beauty video, maybe a vlog, who knows, I'll surprise you. But in the meantime, if there's anything that you want to see on this channel, please let me know in the comment section down below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, help me grow my community. Like this video, share it to someone that you think will benefit from it. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so that if I post a video, you can get an instant alert. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.